The story begins with a street boxer named Charlie, who is fighting a boxing match. We learn that Charlie's father is an unjustly convicted criminal, imprisoned on theft charges. Since his father's imprisonment, Charlie has been participating in illegal boxing matches to earn money. However, he makes deals with gamblers, taking money from them in exchange for throwing the match. At this moment, there's a match against a very weak opponent, and Charlie lets him hit him easily. The opponent wins the first round. Charlie's friends go to wipe his face, and are, of course, very surprised by his actions because he could easily win the match. Charlie confesses that he took money to lose, and that if he beats the opponent, all the money will be lost. His friends are shocked but agree with him, so they let him return to the match for the second round. The opponent then provokes him more, trying to hit him and finish the match quickly. They keep talking to each other until the opponent insults him, and even mentions his father in prison. The crowd's voice rises, and they call Charlie's father a thief. Charlie gets very angry because he's sure his father is innocent, and that his former employer, the company owner, is the real culprit. But he couldn't prove his innocence. Charlie attacks the opponent, keeps hitting him, and easily finishes him off, shocking everyone present. The boxing ring owner, seeing what happened, gets very angry with Charlie to the point of breaking the glass in his hand. Charlie goes to his friends to talk, telling them he lost all the money by losing the match. He says he's going home because he's not welcome at the ring anymore. At night, Charlie hears on the news about a World Dance Championship to be held by a man named Grover. This Grover is the same company owner who falsely accused Charlie's father of theft and got him imprisoned. Charlie learns that the championship trophy contains a very rare diamond, and a major diamond shipment is scheduled to arrive on the same day as the championship. Charlie is thrilled and seems to be planning to steal the diamonds to take revenge on Grover. The next day, Charlie quickly goes to a friend named Jackie, who is supposed to be a bomb-making specialist. Charlie suggests he join the mission, and Jackie immediately agrees because he cares deeply for Charlie's father. They then go to another friend named Tammy, who is a safe-cracking specialist. Tammy is initially worried and doesn't want to join such a difficult mission because the safe is one of the hardest in the world. However, Tammy and Charlie's father were the ones who originally built it. They convince Charlie to let him join because no one else can open the safe. Tammy agrees because he cares for Charlie's father and wants revenge on Grover. They move together to gather the rest of the team. Jackie tells them he has a tech-savvy relative skilled in hacking. At night, at a city bar, a young man named Rohan is hacking the bar's sound system. Security guards discover him and throw him out, starting to beat him. Charlie and his team appear, and Jackie fights off all the guards. Charlie explains the heist plan to Rohan, who immediately agrees to join. The next day, the four of them go to get the last member of their crew. They are all shocked when they see him because he's dancing in the middle of a crowded street. Charlie manages to convince him to join the mission. The four of them go to a secret hideout belonging to Charlie. There, Charlie tells them everything. Long ago, Grover wanted to build a huge safe, so he hired Charlie's father. They succeeded in building it. After a while, Grover received the safe from them, and at that time, Charlie's father's fingerprints were the ones registered on it. Grover left diamonds worth $20 million inside. One day, Grover drugged Charlie's father's drink. As soon as he lost consciousness, Grover opened the safe using his fingerprints, stole all the diamonds inside, and fled. The next day, the police arrested Charlie's father. He was tried for diamond theft and sentenced to 12 years in prison. Charlie begins to explain the plan to steal the remaining diamonds. He assigns roles to each of them to steal the diamonds without anyone noticing. He tells them the mission is very difficult because the safe is supposed to lock them in after 5 minutes. But he shocks them when he says Nando, the dancer, looks exactly like Grover's son. He will be able to easily get past the guards and reach the safe door to let the rest of the team in. He also tells them he has been planning this heist for a long time and participated in building the safe so he could infiltrate it at any time. He gives Nando a small key that is supposed to open the ventilation shaft in the safe room so they can reach it. He tells them there's a room in a hotel next to Grover's hotel, whose ventilation shaft leads to the safe room. The problem is that this room is currently booked due to the presence of a World Dance Championship. Everyone is very surprised by his words and shocked when they learn he wants them to participate in this championship. He convinces them to do all this to avenge his imprisoned father, so they reluctantly agree. As they were walking and the mission was about to be ruined by Charlie, he signs them up with world-class trainers to train in Indian dance. However, they are failing, especially Tammy, who doesn't know how to dance at all. Charlie feels frustrated but isn't concerned because he's relying on a plan to hack the website and get them registered. The problem is that to participate, they must pass the judging panel's approval. At night, Charlie goes with Nando to a city bar. There, he sees a very beautiful girl named Mohini and learns she is a professional dancer who could teach them so they can dance too. As soon as he sees her, he is mesmerized by her beauty and seems to be smitten. They go to talk to her, and Charlie offers her a deal to help them enter the championship. Although she initially rejects the idea, she agrees because she wants to get close to Charlie. Starting the next day, she begins training them in dance moves, but notices they are hopeless and impossible to teach. After a few days, Charlie's team goes to the audition venue. They perform a dance routine in front of the judges. When the judges see them dancing, they get very angry and mock them. Charlie approaches the judges and shows them a video of the team dancing in very strange costumes. The judging panel members are embarrassed and decide to help Charlie's team instead of being exposed. After that, they prepare to perform another show in front of an audience to qualify for the World Championship. They go on stage to dance, and their performance is very poor, except for Mohini, who is very enthusiastic and believes they genuinely want to participate in the championship. The audience gets angry with the team and throws things at them to get them off stage. They quickly run to the dressing room. There, they ask Rohan if he hacked the voting website. He tells them he only has 2 minutes left. They all go back on stage to see the voting results. Indeed, Rohan succeeds in hacking the website at the last moment, so Charlie's team wins the qualifiers and takes first place. They are overjoyed because they can now travel to the championship and carry out the mission. A few days later, the championship begins. Charlie travels to the championship to represent India. A large number of teams from all over the world participate. The audience welcomes all teams except the Indian team, who they throw food at, trying to get them to leave the competition. Charlie and his team run quickly to enter the competition and escape the crowd. An employee then informs Charlie that they are invited to a party that night, hosted by Grover in honor of the championship. Charlie and the team go to room number 9, which has the ventilation shafts. He tells them they will attend the party like the other teams, but decides the Indian team won't go, so no one notices the resemblance between him and Grover's son. He also refuses to let Mohini go, seeming embarrassed by her because she's from a poor area and doesn't know how to choose appropriate clothing. Suddenly he notices the whole team is silent, so he turns around and is shocked to see Mohini. He realizes she heard him, but he doesn't care and stays focused on the operation. Mohini stays alone, crying, not believing Charlie was mocking her. Jackie goes after her and apologizes profusely for what Charlie said. He tells her they have been friends for many years, and Charlie never knows how to express his feelings to people he loves. He tells her Charlie loves her and is smitten with her. Mohini becomes happy and forgets everything Charlie said, deciding not to go to the party. That night at the party, Charlie notices Grover isn't interested in the Indian team at all. He doesn't even greet them. It seems he doesn't recognize Charlie. Suddenly, while the team is sitting at a table, a man in traditional dress passes by them. Charlie is shocked to discover it's Nando, who is drunk and could easily be discovered. He quickly pulls him and hides him under the table, asking the rest of the team not to let him out. At that moment, Mohini appears on stage, captivating everyone with her extreme beauty. Charlie, holding a glass and completely focused on her beauty, spills the glass on himself. He approaches her to talk, but suddenly Vicky, Grover's son, arrives and introduces himself to Mohini, telling her he is smitten with her. Mohini gets nervous, thinking it's Nando, and keeps joking with him, hitting him because he's playing the role too well. Charlie tries to hint to her that Vicky is the real one, but she doesn't understand. Grover arrives, cuts off their conversation, and looks at them with a possessive gaze. The next day, Charlie begins training the team on the plan without Mohini because she doesn't know they came to steal the diamonds. He reviews every detail of the plan with them, telling Jackie he must prepare to dive into the water above the safe room and also open the safe for them if the door locks them in. He informs them he plans to escape with the diamonds via the airport, hiding them in a juice cup disguised as ice. They are very surprised by the idea, but no one comments, and they trust Charlie completely. Later, the whole team goes to the top floor of the hotel to practice dancing and also to convince Mohini they are there for the competition. There, they see a Korean team training before them. The whole team performs a pyramid formation with a small boy at the top, but his leg gets tangled and he is about to fall. He balances himself at the last moment. The team leader argues with him and yells at him. Charlie intervenes, asking the leader not to hit him, saying he's just a boy who can easily make mistakes. The leader gets angry, hits Charlie, and a fight breaks out between them. During the fight, Grover decides the two teams will compete in the dance championship. After the fight, Charlie is about to fall from the tower but saves himself at the last moment. He then pushes the Korean team leader to throw him off, but just before the leader falls, Charlie grabs his hand and saves him. The next day, the championship begins. Both teams take the stage. The Korean team is clearly superior. When they finish their performance, the audience cheers for the Koreans. They return to their room. Mohini tells them they will lose and is sad because she dreamed of winning the championship. But Charlie isn't interested in the subject. When he sees her delaying their mission, he is forced to lie to her, saying he loves someone else. Mohini breaks down, hits him, and tells him not to talk to her. The team immediately begins executing the plan, exactly as Charlie drew it up. Rohan calls Vicky, pretending to be one of his assistants, and informs him that a very important person wants to meet him. Vicky goes and gets on the elevator, where Nando and Jackie, disguised and wearing masks, are waiting behind him to ambush him when Charlie arrives. Charlie is at the air conditioning vent with Tammy. Suddenly, Vicky receives a call and learns the diamonds will arrive on New Year's Day. Charlie gets angry, postpones the mission, and they all return to their room. Charlie is very tense because if they lose to the Korean team, the whole operation will be cancelled since the finale is on New Year's Day, and the team must qualify. At that moment, Mohini arrives and tells them the voting results will be announced soon. They run to the stage and learn the Korean team won, but the championship decides to qualify the Indian team to reward them for saving the little boy. Charlie is overjoyed because the plan can continue. Mohini is also happy because she wants to win the championship. The next day, Charlie plans what they will do on New Year's Day and tells them he doesn't want Mohini to know anything because he doesn't trust her. He discovers she is standing behind him, listening. Mohini breaks down because he doesn't trust her and was just using her for the heist. Charlie stops her and tells her about his father, saying there's one piece of information no one knows. His father decided to take his own life just one day after entering prison due to his sense of injustice. Everyone breaks down crying, hugs Charlie, and decides to continue the operation. A few days later, the day of the championship final arrives, and the diamonds have reached Grover's safe. Nando goes to capture Vicky, takes his fingerprints, and disguises himself as him. He enters the safe room without anyone stopping him. Inside the safe room, he opens the ventilation shaft. Charlie and Tammy pass through it. Nando's role in the plan is complete, so he leaves the room, leaving them inside. Rohan disables the alarm system. Tammy succeeds in opening the safe in a few seconds. They have very little time before the 5 minutes are up. They enter the safe quickly and are shocked to find the diamonds stored inside another safe. But Tammy tells him Charlie's father built the safe and said Charlie would be the only one who knows the secret. Charlie is confused and doesn't understand anything but guesses his father set the password as Charlie's name. He tries and succeeds in opening the safe. They quickly steal the diamonds, worth $3 billion. But before they can escape from the safe, the door locks on them, and the safe begins to fill with water. They swim until they reach the ceiling of the room. Charlie then climbs into the safe's ceiling, causing an explosion that opens a hatch for them. He and Tammy quickly exit through the opening. They take Jackie with them to escape. They then reach the pier to board a boat. Rohan is waiting for them there. Charlie is very surprised and asks about Mohini. Rohan tells him she doesn't want to escape. She wants to win the championship and become a world champion. Charlie gets angry, decides to flee, and they all move with the boat. At that moment, Mohini takes the stage and tries to perform her routine alone. Suddenly, the team appears on stage, showing they returned, so she wouldn't be alone. When they finish their performance, the audience votes for them, and they win the championship. While they are receiving the trophy, the police arrive and arrest Grover and his son on charges of stealing diamonds worth $3 billion. Charlie runs to him and mocks him because he will be imprisoned for something he didn't do, exactly as he did to his father long ago. Grover is shocked when he learns Charlie is the son of the employee he imprisoned. Of course, Charlie is happy he could avenge his father. The next day, the team returns to India. At the airport, Charlie executes his plan. He puts the diamonds in a juice cup. However, a security guard prevents him from passing through with it and throws it on the plane. They are all shocked when they learn what happened and that they lost the diamonds. But Charlie had switched the diamonds. The real ones are actually in the trophy cup. They are overjoyed because they will now be extremely rich, and their lives will certainly change. When they return to India after a while, Charlie marries Mohini. The whole team is happy they are finally getting married, and the film ends.